Alrighty, time for another project. This project can apply, I think, to any vehicle. I think it's going to be some basic wiring and trying to figure out on your own systems or your own vehicles how to wire it. There's a switchback. There's now switchback bulbs for vehicles that do have actual daytime running lights. The 34 does not have a daytime running light. Therefore, I need to wire something into the ignition and break it with a switchback system that's gonna steal power from the turn signals. So running light, bright white running light, braking with a switchback, turn signal amber, if that makes sense. Like I said, this is a universal kit. I found this on Amazon, and I just started thinking with my brain how I could make it switchback, and I think I may have figured it out. So I'll show you what I have. As usual, I need to do my disclaimer, right? So I don't know what I'm doing. I never said I did. I never said these are the correct procedures to do whatever. I never said I use high quality parts. This is for my pleasure, my entertainment, and yours. So there we go. Okay, watch at your own risk, copy at your own risk, and so forth. Anyway, so let me go inside the garage and show you what just came in from Amazon, and I'll kind of go over my theories. Here we go. My theory is this. So this is the switchback bulb. I got this pack of wiring, I don't know what it's called. Anyway, let's see if we can see those are the part numbers. And here, I don't know if you can see, but if you turn this like that, there, you can see there's a green on this side and a red and a white. Now my thinking is that green is the earth and these are both your hots. Because it's polarity specific, I need to figure out which way the light bulb goes. I could pull it out, switch it the other way. Now I'm gonna use a 7443, I think. This is a CAN bus, so it should not flicker. Instead of hooking up to the car, I'm gonna test it with that. I'm gonna test it with the Ryobi. The Ryobi has a negative and a positive. So in theory, if I hook it up, we'll see what happens. All right, so let's see if we can figure this out, and we'll see what happens. So on the battery, there's a negative, there's a positive, right? Okay. Now, if I'm not correct, I'll get a spark and a zap. So I'd rather zap this little 9-volt than my car. I mean, this is a 18-volt. Sorry, my bad. And let's see what happens. So the green is for the E for the earth. Oh, it's hard to hold this. Whoa, okay. So that would be my turn signal on the red. Let's try the white. Uh-oh. Okay, so they're both lighting up for the turn signal. That means that this thing is reversed. So we pull it out, flip it, plug it back in. Okay. Now let's try again. Negative to negative, and see what we got. Oh, okay. Well, now I know red is the daytime running light. That's going to go to a switch 12-volt. And this should be the turn signal, right? Yep. There we go. Now, let's test the whole system. If I put the red on first and leave it there, it's going to light up white. Then, when I touch the white one, it should switch off the running light and switch on the turn signal. When I take off the white, it should switch back to white within a couple seconds. So let's see if that actually does work. All right, here we go. So that's a daytime running light. Then this will simulate the blink, 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 and come back on. There you go. Blink, 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 and come back on. Voila. Now you can apply this to any car. Well, as long as the fittings, as long as the connectors will fit. They have a rubber version of this. I don't know what size it is, but it's a rubber version, and it'll basically fit into any socket on your car, and it'll seal itself. So, haha, we figured that out. Now that I know my polarities on the lighting, I know how to run it. I already know that there's only 2 wires in that car, right? There's a ground and there's a positive for the blinker. My car does not have a daytime running light, so I find any 12 volt that turns on when I turn the ignition on. That will be my daytime running light, which is going to be the red one. This white one goes into the turn signal. The green one is going to be my ground, and that is it. So basically, you could make any car that does not have it into a switchback system with a daytime running light. Now, I think that same theory will apply to putting your own halos in your headlights, your own lightning bolts in your headlights, or whatever you want. So let me take off the blinker on the 34, see if I can figure this out and see if it works. If it does, great. I'm gonna use this on a lot of cars. All right, so let me grab the turn signals. I'll be right back. All right, so I got the turn signals off, and it exposed the 2 wires that I need to get to. One is the positive, or one that supplies power when it blinks. One is a ground, and this is what they look like. So I took both sides out. The next thing to do is go into the fuse panel. I need to figure out which one of these fuses will light up when the ignition is turned on. So I have my little meter. I'm gonna probe this, find out which one turns on when I switch the ignition on. That will be the one that I'm gonna tap into for the daytime running light. Got one of these, whatever you call these, I don't know, extra fuse things. So I find out which fuse turns on when the key is turned on, either some kind of fuel pump. I don't know if I want to tap into that, maybe the radio. Put this in line, that supplies my power to power it when I turn the ignition on. Then find out which wire gives 12 volt power when the turn signal is turned on, and just connect everything. So let me find this first and see what happens. Okay, change of plan as usual. This is what I figured out. Now, whenever you turn the ignition on, the daytime running light would be on, correct? Okay. I decided sometimes I'd like to sit in the car, just have the accessory on, listen to the radio. So I need to find out which wire is connected only with the radio. Okay, so since I like to listen to the radio once in a while, just to sit down, park, have the radio on, I didn't want the daytime running lights on. So I'm gonna find out if there's a power wire that turns on only when you're on the mode after the accessory. So there's off, accessory, listen to the radio, another one, or something that comes on, gives 12 volt power when the ignition is actually running. Possibly the fuel pump, I'm not sure. If not, I will wire it into the parking lights. That way the daytime running lights come on only when the parking lights are on. Yes, it defeats the purpose of daytime running lights, but I'm torn between having that dumb light on whenever you want to listen to the radio or what, I don't know. So let me figure out what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna probe the inside wires by the stereo deck and see what I can find. So I'll be back again. Well, this is the decision that I came up with. I decided not to make it a daytime running light. As stupid as that sounds. Sometimes I like to sit and wait for someone to pick them up, or just chill out at the beach or whatever, right? Listen to the radio. I don't want the daytime running light on. That just makes no sense. I was too lazy to go digging around to find out a switch 12 volt that is powered on when it's past the accessory switch. So whatever. I decided to wire it in with the daytime running light. So one wire is the ground. Here, let me show you. So this is the final connector, right? One wire is going to be my ground. I don't know if you guys can see. This wire here is running to up here, running to that guy. The daytime parking running light, whatever. And the other is wired in with a connector. I don't know if we can see, right to there. So let me turn on the parking light and the hazard light and show you guys what it looks like. We probably will not see hyper flash because it does have the CAN bus. Okay, so you see everything works. It does what it's supposed to do. When the parking lights are on, the front will light up white. When I hit the turn signals, it'll blink. Anyway, I decided to go that way, like I said, because sometimes I like to sit down, listen to the radio, and I don't want to have the daytime running lights on. That's just not my style. Anyway, let me button this whole thing up. I'm gonna put the light fixture back in. Do the same thing to the other side. So I already pulled it out. I just have to play with the wiring and that should be it. So let me go ahead, wire this side up. It should be pretty fast. Then I'll show you the final results, and that might just be it for this project. So let me finish this up and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm done. Let's see how it looks like during the day. If not, I'll show you during the night, but let me check it out for now. Looks like that's a winner chicken dinner for me. So this is my version of a daytime running light. Sort of. It's not running during the day. I still may switch it over to a different power source to power during the actual run time of the ignition. I don't know. But like I said, I like to listen to the radio or whatever, right? So I'll try it out for now, see how it works out. If not, I may switch it over, like I said. Other than that, that is it. Super fast one for today. Ton of other things. I need to start ordering the parts, and yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of still flabbergasted with the whole situation with the container and my 34 and all the motorcycles that are in that container. I don't know. I really don't know what to say. Before I end the video, I figured I'll do a little filming at night to see what it looks like. The frame rate is a little high, or low. I forget what the frame rate is on the camera, so it might look like it's blinking, but it's not. So let's go and see what it looks like at night. Alright, that is it for this project. It came out pretty good. I still may switch it over to a different power source, a run power source, so that way when the ignition is actually in the full run position, the daytime running lights come on. I don't know. Like I said, I like to sit down, listen to the radio sometimes, and I don't want the daytime running lights on. So this was my version of it. I still may switch it over. I don't know. We'll see. I guess that's it for now. I still need to order all the parts. I need to get on that now. I've got a ton of things to think about, worry about, especially the container. It's driving me nuts. But thank you, everybody. Thank you for putting up with me. Thank you for checking out the videos, and I will see you guys again on my next project.